Hello everyone, welcome back to IGCSE Science Academy, where science is made simple and clear. In this video, we are going to take a complete overview of the Cambridge IGCSE Biology syllabus code 0610. This video will help you understand what topics are included, how the syllabus is structured, and how to prepare effectively for the exam. Before we begin the syllabus, let's learn what is IGCSE Biology 0610. IGCSE Biology 0610 is a science subject that focuses on the study of living organisms and life processes. It helps students develop scientific knowledge, practical understanding, analytical and problem-solving skills. This syllabus prepares students not only for exams but also for further studies in science. This is the official syllabus document of Cambridge Assessment International Education for IGCSE Biology, syllabus code 0610. This syllabus will be used for examinations in 2026, 2027 and 2028. Students can appear in the June and November series, and the March series is available in some regions. This document explains all the topics, assessment objectives, paper pattern, and weightings that students must follow. Anyone preparing for IGCSE Biology 0610 should study strictly according to this syllabus to ensure full exam coverage. Content overview. The syllabus clearly outlines all the biological topics that students must study, including characteristics and classification of living organisms, organization of the organisms, movement into and out of cells, biological molecules, enzymes, plant nutrition, human nutrition, transport in plants, transport in animals, diseases and immunity, gas exchange in humans, respiration, excretion in humans, coordination and response, drugs, reproduction, inheritance, variation and selection, organisms and their environment, human influences on ecosystem, biotechnology and genetic modification. These are the 21 topics which are included in the syllabus of IGCSE 0610. Assessment overview of Biology 0610. All candidates take three components. Candidates will be eligible for grades A star to G. Candidates who have studied the core syllabus content or who are expected to achieve a grade D or below should be entered for paper 1 and paper 3 and either paper 5 or paper 6. These candidates will be eligible for grades C to G. Biology 0610 is taught at two levels, core and extended. The core syllabus covers the basic biological concepts and allows students to achieve grades up to C. The extended syllabus includes all core content plus additional details allowing students to achieve grades up to A star. A detailed video explaining core and extended syllabus will be uploaded soon. So candidates who have studied the extended syllabus content, core and supplement and who are expected to achieve a grade C or above should be entered for paper 2, paper 4 and either paper 5 or 6. These candidates will be eligible for grades A star to G. It is very important to remember that extended students must study the full course syllabus as well. In this part of the video, I'll explain the assessment structure of Cambridge IGCSE Biology 0610. including core assessment, extended assessment, and practical assessment. Core assessment. Let's start with the core assessment. Core candidates take two papers, paper 1, paper 3. Paper 1 multiple choice questions. The duration for paper 1 is 45 minutes and it carries 40 marks and the weightage is 30%. Consists of 40 multiple choice questions. This paper tests your basic understanding of biology concepts. Paper 3 Paper 3 is theory paper. It takes 1 hour 15 minutes. It carries 80 marks and the weightage is 50%. Includes short answer and structure questions. This paper checks how well you can explain biological ideas using correct terms. The important thing is core students can achieve grades up to C. Extended assessment. Now let's talk about the extended assessment. Extended candidates also take two papers, but these include additional syllabus content. Paper 2 multiple choice questions. The time duration for paper 2 is 45 minutes. Paper 2 of extended assessment also carries 40 marks and the weightage is 30%. 14 multiple choice questions. The questions are more challenging than core. Paper 4, that is theory. The duration for paper 4 is 1 hour 15 minutes. It also carries 80 marks and the weightage is also 50%. Short answers and structure questions. This paper tests deeper understanding, application, and analysis. Extended candidates can achieve grades up to A star. Now practical assessment. Practical assessment is for all candidates. Now this part is very important. All candidates must take one practical paper chosen by the school. There are two options, paper 5 and paper 6. Paper 5 is practical test, paper 6 is alternative to practical. Paper 5, the time duration for practical test is 1 hour 15 minutes and it carries 40 marks. The weightage of this paper is 20%. Questions will be based on the experimental skills in section A. Students perform layer laboratory experiments. Paper 6 alternative to practical. The duration is 1 hour. It also carries 40 marks and the weightage is 20%. Test practical skills on papers. Questions will be based on the experimental skills in section A. This paper is taken when lab facilities are not available. So in simple, core students will be conducted paper 1, 3 and paper 5 or 6 and extended students paper 2, 4 and paper 5 or 6. So practical papers contributes 20% of the total marks. All these papers are externally assessed by Cambridge. Assessment objectives for Biology 0610. There are three main assessment objectives: Assessment Objective 1, Assessment Objective 2, and Assessment Objective 3. Assessment Objective 1, which is knowledge with understanding. Candidates should be able to demonstrate knowledge and understanding of scientific phenomena, facts, laws, definitions, concepts, and theories. Scientific vocabulary, terminology, and conventions including symbols, quantities, and units. Scientific instruments and apparatus including techniques of operation and aspects of safety. Scientific and technological applications with their social, economic, and environmental implications. Subject content defines the factual material that candidates may be required to recall and explain. This objective mainly test your knowledge and understanding. Students must remember facts, terms, and definitions correctly. They also need to explain or interpret these facts using scientific terms. Assessment Objective 1 questions include definition, functions, explanations, and diagrams. Assessment Objective 2 Handling information and problem solving. Candidates should be able in words or using other written forms of presentation that is symbolic, graphical, and numerical too. Look at, select, organize, and present information from a variety of sources, translate information from one form to another, manipulate numerical and other data, use information to identify patterns, report trends, and form conclusions. Present a reasoned explanation for phenomena, patterns, and relationships. Make predictions based on relationships and patterns. Solve problems including some of a quantitative nature. Assessment Objective 2 in IGCSE Biology 0610 means application and analysis. Students must use their knowledge in new situations. They may interpret data, graphs, or experimental results. Assessment Objective 2 equations test reasoning, conclusions, and patterns. Assessment Objective 3 that is experimental skills and investigations. Candidates should be able to demonstrate knowledge of how to select and safely use techniques, apparatus, and materials, including following a sequence of instructions where appropriate. Plan experiments and investigations, make a record, observations, measurements, and estimates, interpret and evaluate experimental observations and data, evaluate methods, and suggest possible improvements. Assessment Objective 3 means practical work and evaluation. Students must plan experiments and investigate results. They may identify errors or suggest improvements. AO3 Assessment Objective 3 questions test critical thinking and practical skills. Here is the weighting for assessment objectives. The approximate weightings allocated to each of the assessment objectives are summarized below. Here is the assessment objectives is a percentage of the qualification. Assessment objectives, the assessment objective 1 which is knowledge with understanding, that is the 50% weightage. Assessment objective 2 handling information and problem solving, 30% weightage. Assessment Objective 3 Experimental Skills and Investigation, the weightage is 20% and altogether 100%. Assessment objectives as a percentage of each component. Assessment Objective 1 Understanding, Knowledge with Understanding, Paper 1 and 2 63%. For core students, and paper 3 and 4 for extended students, this is also 63%, and paper 5 and 6 0%. Handling information and problem solving, which is assessment objective 2, the weightage for paper 1 and 2 for core students 37%, paper 3 and 4 for extended students also 37%, and for the paper 5 and 6 0%. Experimental skills and investigation, which is assessment objective 3, 0% in paper 1 and 2, 0% in paper 3 and 4, and 100% in paper 5 and 6. Assessment objective 3, that is experimental skills and investigation, is tested in paper 5 and paper 6. AO3 is applicable in paper 5 and 6, focus on practical skills and evaluations. So altogether the weightage is 100%. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. In next video, we will discuss the core and extended syllabus in detail. Thank you and stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe.